Hello and welcome to what I'm calling, for want of a better word, an unboxing video. This is first one out, and the story behind this box, and it's a bit special and a bit unusual for me, because all these vehicles were given to me by my best friend the other night, and all the vehicles are about 40-year-old, because they're what we had when, well, he had when we were kids, and he's given me them to restore, have, play, whatever, sell if I wanted to, which ain't going to happen. I value it more the sentiment than anything, but here we go. First one is a dinky fire engine. First one out of the box. Next, we have the corgi ERF cement wagon. I think it was a cement wagon if I remember rightly. But that's next out of the box. I'm dealing with first the large scale ones, but what's even funnier, later on we'll get to a nice surprise later in the video, and most of these aren't painted, which, to be honest, he came round and painted my vehicles at weekends and school holidays, etc. That one's a dinky wrecker truck, a dinky Bedford TK wrecker truck, if I have to be exact. Now this one later on, I do have the, where's the cap? There we go. This one you'll see later on. I do have the 3 tractors that go on the back, and I had this myself as a kid. In fact, there's every possibility it could even be one of mine. But I'm missing the yellow plastic for the tractors to sit on the rear. I also have that, the cab, and the bulldozer from the bulldozer set. I needed that. I think it's a Dyson trailer it's called, if I'm going to restore that set. That one I think's one of his kids' ones that ended up in, because it's too sort of late for our period. Corgi farm implements that will go with the corgi tractor. So them two will go together. Corgi carrier. It's a corgi comma carrier Walls ice cream truck, which will need a caustic bath and a repaint for sure. One of my all-time favourite Matchbox Super Kings one. It needs quite a bit of attention. I've got 2 more in my stash, but the Hoveringham Super Kings tipper, when you it was just pant-wetting excitement when you were a kid. Like all the wheels, it turns on. It was just a beautiful model when I was younger. It is today, it will be when it's restored. A dinky conveyancer forklift. Which is quite an interesting model. Corgi US Barger buggy or Baja buggy, whatever. I did one the other day, it's on one of my earlier videos. I didn't bother stripping it down, I just painted it white and touched up, etc. I've got another 2 of these, but the Corgi, holiday camp van, which will be really nice done up. I could do with a luggage pack from one of the Spurs companies. They used to have a luggage pack on top. Unusually, I quite like this next beastie. Should look nice done up. Matchbox Super King Citroen. Unusual little vehicle when it's done up. Next up is a Matchbox Super King's Oddity, very Oddity, which Danny's Die-Cast Disasters I think has done up. Unlike him, I'm only missing one of the scoops off the Bandolero. Next up, Matchbox models of yesteryear. That'll probably be, I don't know. You can get a limited supply of parts, but I have some parts for them and I have a box full of them, but I don't really restore them because of the complexity for stripping down the hard to source parts, and it's a shame really. They'd be interesting restorations if more people did more Spurs for them, but in general they kept better. Not many kids played with them, they were more of an adult collector's things, so most of them stayed in good condition. An interesting little corgi or dinky farm implement that actually, there we go, there's actually a cam on the wheel and it works. You can switch that on and off. Here's a bit of a beastie next. And the dinky Euclid tipper. That'll make a nice interesting resto. I can't find a spare part for the grill and an headlight's knocked off, so I'll have to fabricate something up I think. And the tipping mechanism's missing, but even so it's all generally there, so we'll make an interesting resto. We've got a Corgi Plymouth Sport Suburban, which has definitely seen better days, and it's one of the few he must have brought to my house on a Saturday, because it's been painted. I don't remember him doing that one, but one of the ones I'll show you later I remember him painting. Unfortunately I don't have the Unimog for it, I just have the trailer, but I'm sure I'll find the Unimog on its own on eBay, so I've got the trailer there for it. And next up on the lot, the Corgi James Bond. I've had a play with that this morning and filed it a bit to take away casting lines, because I have 2 of them now. There's one stripped and I'm going to be getting Spurs, so I'll be doing a rebuild on it. And one of my favourites, I've wanted one of these for ages. I've got 2 dinky ones, But I wanted the corgi one for ages. And there we go, a little corgi imp. The thing that fascinated me on this one was the little hatchback that opened. And I'm sure you had something came with it that went inside. I'll have to look it up, but I'm sure it did. Right, I was just tipping water out from, I had a window open the other night when we had the rainstorms and it filled that box up a bit with water. Right, we'll take them away to make room for the next lot. I mean, just these on their own should keep me busy for a bit and help the channel out. Not that I didn't have a few to do already. Right, next up is the smaller stuff. And I've got what you'd call a... Is it a pizza resistance? I don't know. Oh, one more I haven't shown of the bigger stuff. It's got into that bag. Is the matchbox bin wagon. So I can do a bigger scale bin wagon one. Oh no, it's the dustbin men again. Right, first off, a buzz of some description. The buzz is a buzz, the big square oblong things to me. That's a contradiction, isn't it? It's big oblong things. Just take a quick swig of my H2O. It's not lager, honest. Although after last night at work, I'm on 13 hours this week, so if I sound a bit croaky or knackered, it's because I am. That's the Matchbox Lancing Bagnall. Not a Bagnall, without the port mast on it. That's two of the Alvis Stalwart I have now. I have the version already. This is going to make a nice, interesting one. Ford Zodi. Not a patch of paint left on that. It's already bare metal, so that won't need to go into caustic. Very worse for wear my Lamborghini Miura. He'll probably provide spurs for another. Not the spurs I wanted though, I wanted one of the corgi tyres. So, and it's a super fast version. The Matchbox tyres. VW 1600 variant. Sight up truck. Ferrari, what's it called? That's a very rough one, it'll need a screen unit and tyres. But make a nice interesting resto. Army truck of some sort, just a general truck. Some sort of filling knife. It wasn't, I think originally, that was probably a marrow spoon or whatever, I don't know. What do people think? What do you know? What sort of thing was it? It was certainly a cutlery thing, but a marrow spoon or knife, I don't know. I'm not a posh diner. Chippy'll do usually, or a kebab. That's a corgi beach buggy. And for me sins, I've got two of them, one slightly better than the other. I think that's the good one. That's the rougher one. Although both are complete, not missing any parts. Oh, I tell a lie, I've just spotted that one's not got a steering wheel. But both are more than restorable. Oh, here we go, another large scale corgi. Unfortunately the screens had it and I don't think they do parts for them, but I loved that one as a kid purely for the fact of the couple in it. Beautiful modelled figures going to a cocktail party or something. He's in his tux and she's in an evening dress. This should make an interesting resto. Have a do with an aircraft like Marty. Interestingly, this one, it's one of the Matchbox ones, but it's got proper spindly undercarriage. Single wheels instead of the normal one they used. It's a Starfighter F104, I think. I've not looked at it. I know, because I'm an aviation artist, I know my aircraft. And I've been buzzed by two of them that flew over city centre Manchester in the early 80s. The guy who was working at the time didn't need any laxatives for a while, let's put it that way. Corgi Mercedes. That should make a nice little resto. Another VW variant, 1600. One of my favourite models when I was a kid. Unfortunately missing the towing booms, but the tow jaw. Freak, I had loads of these as a kid, like I say, that could even possibly be one of them. I can't remember swapping or whatever, but I quite possibly did. So it could even be one of mine from the 70s. Dull and distant. Oh, yet another large scale one. A Corgi Porsche 917. Which should make an interesting resto. Looks complete and no parts missing, so the numbers don't look that good, but I don't think you'll get the parts for them. God knows what that was off. I don't think it's going to take part in any resto unless you never know. This one's quite an interesting little model. And it has a beautiful weight and feel to it, and it's in gorgeous condition, but it's an impy. It has an opening bonnet, engine underneath, beacons kept well on it, opening boot lid. Looks like it has the steering like the Matchbox. Beautiful little model. In my collection I've got 3 of these, so I guess my mate had a thing for cranes. Got the Matchbox racing car there. One that always fascinated me as a kid, but I never actually got, because my newsagents never had it in presumably, or somebody beat me to it. But the stretcher fetcher, something really unusual at the time. And pretty oddball now, that's complete. It'll just need stickers for a resto. It's probably decals, but ironically it'd be incorrect decals for that one, because it is a sticker rather than decals. Now this one's odd, but an interesting one. Seacoop Porsche, and it was a rare model, but well, not a rare model. But you don't see a lot of them with that power. Anyway, camera shut down in the last lot and I missed a couple of things, but you've not missed a lot. The surprise will still be at end, but a couple I missed out in first lot. They're away now, but was a Porsche matchbox, and it was one of the ones he painted with me. And devastatingly, one of the next ones is one he painted with me, because nowadays in quite nice condition they fetch a decent penny or two, but it's a Hot Wheels red line, and I remember painting this one with him. I forget what it's called, I can't see that good, my eyes are pap, but that was one of the 70s design, brown and gold, very 70s colours. Ironically, the metallic red underneath probably would have been better, but hey ho. So his surgery in that could be a nice little red lines. I might send off to red line shop for the wheels. But next one, I don't even know if colour's fairly rare, but it's a Beatnik Bandit red line. So it's a fair rarity. They're available, but I've not seen that colour. There's different colours, but that's a very light coppery rose colour. There are rose colours, but they seem to be darker than that. And there is copper, but that seems different again. That seems between the two. But here we go with what I'm calling the pizza resistance, which is, ta-da, not perfectly on, but ta-da, and it is full, but also with some very nice ones. So, without further ado, start on the first one. Right, what we have here, a big banger, decent condition but missing an engine. Baja buggy, missing an engine, and the normal condition that it's basically the rear suspension's broken. SRN6 hovercraft, which was a boring casting, but God knows how many were made. Others may be of a different opinion, but even as a kid I thought it were boring. I now have two. But it must have sold in millions, because every job lot you get on eBay, there's one of them in it. Again, racing car, forget which one. A gruesome nonsome, no engines. The super vast version of the cement mixer, which was different in that they didn't put the drum on the second set of wheels to turn the cement drum. Corgi Whiz wheels, Mark 1 Escort, Rally with wheel arch bulges. Jeep with a tyres version matchbox. The Di Tommaso Pantera, that were a beautiful casting in there. Bin wagon without the bin bit. A majorette beach buggy with psychedelic spiral wheels, which is probably a bit unusual. Very 70s. Oh. Get out. Out, damn spot. Right, move that around so I can see. Right, we have a corgi aircraft that we're on a set with a car and trailer. It's got broken wings, but I think I'll be able to fix them. Save them, we'll see what the set was. A tyre fryer, matchbox gruesome wansome, sight up truck, crane, mobile crane. Nice, I think it's a Lincoln. I may be wrong, forget which it is. Lincoln Mercury. Let's have a look. Lincoln Continental. Wash and push. Beautiful little dumper truck. Lovely condition. I think Marty's done that, but with normal wheels. So it carried over into Superfast. I'm guessing this is a corgi. It's got nothing on it, but I'm guessing it were part of a set with a snowmobile that towed it. I think I've said wash and push. Ghostbusters ambulance. And these two of interest are the mod tractor. Now one has the normal sergeant stripes on it, but the other, this one, is a rarer version because it has the cast headlights in the wings, and I think that was a 1972 casting. Going back to the box before, of interest, this one, the Flying Bug, was one of my favourites, and I've wanted one for restoration for a bit, but as a restoration model you almost always never get the tailplanes complete. These had sagged a bit and I was gentle and straightened them last night with a pair of pliers, so I now have a complete casting, and it'll be pity to strip the paints off because it also has another rarity in that it's the square cut decal rather than the decal that followed the panel lines. It's a cut off decal, if you will, or sticker in that case. It was a sticker Matchbox used then. In this one, in two, it's a bullseye. Right, what we have in here is from back, it's a June buggy, I think, Volkswagen, a Seaver Spider. I like that one. That was one of my favourites as a kid, the Seaver Spider. The reason being, the model exactly same as that was when I was a kid. The first time I was sent out to the shops on my own, you always used to get a bit of money so you could go into my local news agents. We're called Barefoots, and it was full of old 1930s, I think, shop displays, the old mahogany shop fittings, all the little drawers, and it was an amazing little place. It was like stepping back in time when you went in anyway. First time out as a kid on my own, sent to shop for errands. My present was that one. I selected that one when I went in the news agents. And it was a lorry, you're on your own today, and real sense of community. Sadly, a lot of that's gone now. They get run there in the car now. Not the wash and push, Super Cooper. The ice cream van with the ice cream missing. One of Marty's first restos, and he has on his intro page. Right, that's a nice little casting. The kennel truck. Nice casting again. The Douglas ergomatic tipper. Nice. As you can see, it tipped, so it must be working. That's nice. The BMC. Can't remember having one of those, but I did want one for my collection. And there we go. Come in a huge variety of colours, so you can't go much wrong if you spray it orange or metallic gold or greeny gold or whatever. It come in a wide range of colours. The gritting wagon, Volkswagen camper, a mobile crane that's just a mobile, and on to the last box now. Well, not last box, last tray. We have the 3 tractors for the aforementioned tractor set. The Blue Shark, nice version of the Mercedes. That doesn't need anything doing to it, bar buying the covers really to go into display. Don't know what's on back of that. I don't remember having it. I probably did. What does it say on it? Ergonomic cab. And made in England by Lesney, Matchbox series. It doesn't actually have what it was. Pat App, I think it is. Couple of the dragster ones. I like that one, the Dodge Dragster. That needs a bit of work. That's a rougher example. But this one doesn't. This is a very nice example. Dragon wheels is very nice. Nice paint, nice chrome. Nice stand, wheels straight. Casting's nice, so that's another one on the shelf without touching. Oh, what's it stuck on now? There we go. Unfortunately, the body doesn't want to drop. Does now. We have a very nice Fire Chief's car. Very nice looking beastie. A roughish Lamborghini Countach, one of the later models. And lastly, the absolute mint. It's only let down by the fact it hasn't got the canopy for the rear and the lion, but the sticker's immaculate, paint's immaculate, all the roller-matics works immaculate. The silver on the wheels, very, very good. Like, I think all I'll do is search out if I can find a replacement lion for it. Get the plastic cover, and that's another one that can just go boosh straight on the shelf. In fact, I may go to the expense of getting a box for that one, because that one's well worth the box. Right, so thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure to show them, and you'll be seeing some done up in the future, along with others I already have. And again, thank you, and catch you later.